All right, what's up everybody? GrimmGreen back here today. Thank you so much for joining me again. I got a new thing from Innokin today. Man, Innokin. I really like Innokin. Innokin's one of those like OG in the industry companies. Like back in the day, the MVP, like the original Innokin MVP was like my first daily driver. I get very like sentimental about Innokin and their products. I haven't been super crazy impressed with a lot of recent Innokin products. They had those Find F kits with the vibrating technology that, not for me. And what I'm talking about right here is this. It's the new CoolFire Kit from Innokin. It comes with the Zenith 2 tank. It says it has a replaceable 18650 battery and that the Zenith 2 tank can do both direct lung and mouth to lung, possibly with just the airflow. So we're gonna do this like we've been doing it today. We're gonna drop down, set it all up. I'll catch up with you in a few days. I should have chapters all across this video. Let's get into the Innokin CoolFire Z80 Zenith 2 Go. All right, yeehaw, here we go. Let's set this up. Foyer technology on the inside, 4th gen vaping technology. CoolFires have been usually pretty cool in the past, so I'm interested to see this. Wait, is this a Phil and Dimitri product? You bet your ass it is. Zayaz. That always makes me laugh. All right, let's see what we got inside here. Here's the CoolFire. Uh-oh, leather cutout. Looks like you get a spare glass portion, and here's your Zenith 2 tank. All of your spares are underneath. Spare drip tip, 0.3 ohm mouth to lung coil possibly. Underneath are all your goodies. That's a micro USB. There's your quick start guide, spare coil head, spare drip tips. I appreciate Innokin not using any plastic in their packaging. Okay, so here's the Zenith 2 tank. It looks pretty slick. There's a nice little adjustable AFC down here. It goes from one large slot and you can close it down and then you start getting into little holes. You can close these holes off down to just one little hole right there. I will say that feels like a tight mouth to lung. This comes pre-installed with a 0.8 ohm mesh coil head in here, which I believe is for mouth to lung because the 0.3 would make sense as a direct lung. Unscrew the bottom. Innokin press fit coil heads, flat side, round side, real straightforward. All right, well, if this is a mouth to lung, I'm gonna put some 12 milligram in here. Just a few drops right down the middle. 3. I'm gonna keep those flat sides lined up and just press fit that coil head back in there, screw the base on. Oh, well, that's kind of a neat top fill. You just twist it to expose your juice fill little, I don't know, opening? I had a feeling this was going to be a remove the drip tip before you could fill it up just because of where that is on top. Fill. All right, so you fill it up, close it off. Okay, that is pretty damn easy. Let's turn our attention to this mod here. Damn, that looks real slick, Innokin. Real slick. Soft, squishy leather cutout. Honestly, squishier and softer than most out right now. Little engraving right there. CoolFire Z80. Got that gold trim around the button. Let's get a battery in here. How's the bottom open? Looks a little geek vapey. Little flip out thing right here. Unscrew this out. All right. With the flip out guys like this, for me, it's always easier to just grab this and then spin your mod so you don't run the risk of letting go of this and having it like flop back down. Get that 18650 on the inside, screw this down. Yep, this is why I rotate the mod. That does fold down real flush. Z80, yep, 1, 2, 3. Okay, here we go. Very sort of, I don't know, boring remedial screen. I kind of like that it's minimal like that. It doesn't necessarily need to be crazy packed with information and graphics all over the place. It's honestly kind of a slick little minimal approach. Let's hold down the down button and that's how we're going to adjust this because it's Innokin and they just do everything a little bit differently. This is a 0.8 mouth to lung. I'm assuming I'm not going to go much above 12, 13 watts max. See, it has that F0 mode on right now. 1, 2, 3. No, that's going to turn it off. Got to be a way to change this. Let's hold up and down together. Yes, okay, there you go. Now we can go from foyer mode to power mode. We can do the refresh like on those other Innokin products. Let's see what's in the settings. Screen, timeout, cutoff, device ID, reset. Okay, so no real settings in here. Kind of want to just turn this to power mode. All right, let's get this Zenith 2 tank attached. I don't know. I think that honestly looks pretty slick. I can tell this is going to be comfy in the hand. All right, well, this is a 0.8 mesh coil. It's designed for mouth to lung. I'm gonna start vaping it literally right now, and I'll catch up with you guys in a few days up top. Look, okay, it's still just that first day. I literally just set it up. I've had a few toots on this MTL coil head, the 0.8 mesh in here. I got the airflow closed down to just two tiny little holes on the side. My wattage is set to 15 watts. This is a pretty enjoyable mouth to lung. I have it set on that FO setting, so it does the little vibrate-y thing afterwards. It's supposed to prolong the life of your coil head. I don't know about that, but this mouth to lung is pretty nice right now. The coil head even gives me a little bit of crackle, and I don't know if that's from the F0 mode or if that's actual crackle from the coil head. I'll update you soon. I'll be back in a few days. All right, so here we are about 2 weeks later with a little update on the Innokin CoolFire Z80 kit. I've been using it constantly, mostly because I took down a lot of my other mouth to lungs so that I would use this Zenith 2 tank in mouth to lung mode a little bit more regularly, a little bit more frequently. The mouth to lung on this Zenith 2 tank, pretty nice. Been enjoying it. Pretty good flavor. It feels like, and this is in the F0 mode. The Find F thing is included now, completely unlocked on the device, and it does the pre-vibrations, post-vibrations on your coil head. It's supposed to make your coil head last longer. I didn't find that to be the case when I first tried the F mode. I still don't know that I find that to be the case. My experience with this mouth to lung coil head is started off like all coil heads. Perfect, you know, flawless, crispy, delicious flavor. And then after about 3 days, it dropped pretty noticeably, pretty substantially to like an average sort of vape. And that's kind of where it stayed. Very average, not bad, just very average. I will say in the meantime, I've been struggling to love this CoolFire Z80 kit. I'm not gonna wrap this up right now. Like I said, we'll come back, I don't know, a few days, maybe a week. We'll finally get to the end. High five. All right, we're gonna wrap this up. Whoops. Okay, now it's time to wrap up the Innokin CoolFire Z80 Zenith 2 tanks. We're just gonna jump right into likes and dislikes, which I am renaming things that make me happy and things that bum me out. The 0.8 mesh mouth to lung coil head and the 0.3 mesh direct lung coil head both make me happy. Both great vaping coil heads. The respective airflows for the respective coil heads, I also like. That makes me happy. These two open holes over here is just the perfect mouth to lung for me, and I run the 0.3 full open. It's so smooth, it's so swooshy, it feels so dense, and I've been getting really good flavor from it. The chip on the inside of the CoolFire mostly makes me happy. There's things I really like about it, like how quick and snappy it is. I like the minimal display. I can appreciate this new 4th gen F technology and what it does. I just don't like the way that it affects the way that my vape feels. I don't notice it so much with the mouth to lung because I'm just running a lower wattage. Even then, even at like 15 watts, it still feels like my wattage might kind of jump around a little bit and then settle maybe a little bit lower than I want it to. On the restricted lung, when you start getting up into the higher wattages, the Find F just gets weird. It feels like it pauses my vape about 2 seconds in every single time, and it makes an audible sound. Direct lung, F mode, 35 watts. Listen. I hope you can hear that. It's a definite humming, vibrating, buzzing sound that is more audible than I've heard from even like old PWM mods. So I guess that would be a thing that bums me out. The aesthetics of this device, I just really like. It's super comfortable. It's got that nice leather cutout. This one's suede. In fact, this one is very Foxy One. Similar soft suede, similar design. Even the logos kind of look the same. The hand feel of this device is something that makes me happy. Single 18650 on the inside, that bums me out. Budget alien bananas time. The Innokin Innokin CoolFire Z80 comes in at about 50 bucks clicking around the internet. So yeah, there's some vape budget hands to consider there. I will say, I do feel like you're getting a lot for your 50 bucks. A solid, versatile 80 watt single 18650 device with a tank that does restricted direct lung and mouth to lung with their respective coil heads both really well. And unfortunately, I don't think this kit is gonna do super well in the banana stickers. I'm leaning towards like the 4 area. When the main big feature of a product is something like the F technology that I don't particularly care for and or enjoy, the rest of it has to be really, really great. In this case, the rest of it is pretty good. Sweeping changes here at GrimmGreen Industries today. I also kind of decided I'm getting rid of the would I buy it game because I don't really feel like that's super relevant. I'm gonna change it to who would I recommend this to game. While pretty great, super advanced hobbyist vapors probably aren't going to be super interested in this. I feel like this is a really great kit for podders. Yeah, people who use pods, who came away from cigarettes, who are kind of stuck in pod land, and maybe you're looking for something where you can take out the battery, where you can have a different vape experience. This feels like a very logical next step for podders to me. I don't know, just trying to be helpful. Can't put any shopping links down in the description, but smokers who had COPD and switched to vaping, those smokers' COPD symptoms were ameliorated and those effects appear to last long term. Look, that's not me talking, that's literally just the science. So no matter what's in your hand, you guys, yeah, let's keep on vaping.
It's like 10:30 and I'm just gonna smoke, so